Picture a warm summer evening. You've been outside, maybe near a garden or a still pond, enjoying the last of the light. The next morning you notice it, a small, raised red bump on your arm, and it will not stop itching. You scratch it, and for a second that feels wonderful, and then it itches even more. We all know this little bump. We shrug and call it a mosquito bite. But have you ever stopped to ask what is really making it itch? Because the answer is stranger and far more surprising than you might think. Here is the first surprise. The itch is not really the wound. A mosquito's bite is astonishingly gentle. The puncture itself is so tiny and so painless that you usually never feel it happen. And here is something else many people don't know. Only the female mosquito bites you. She needs protein from your blood to make her eggs. The males never bite at all. They quietly feed on flower nectar. So when a female lands and pierces your skin, she doesn't just take something away. She also leaves a little of herself behind, a tiny drop of saliva. Why saliva? Think about what she is trying to do. She needs to drink your blood quickly, before you notice and swat her away. But blood is designed to clot and seal up the moment a vessel is broken. So her saliva is a clever mixture of proteins that stop your blood from clotting and gently widen the tiny vessels, keeping everything flowing smoothly while she drinks. It is basically a natural anticoagulant. Thanks to that saliva, she can feed in seconds, and the bite itself stays almost completely painless. You feel nothing. The trouble only begins after she has flown away. Because that saliva is the real problem, not to your blood, but to your immune system. Those mosquito proteins are foreign, they don't belong in your body, and your immune system is always on patrol, watching for anything unfamiliar. When it detects these strange proteins in your skin, it treats them a little like an allergy. Special cells called mast cells sound the alarm and release a powerful chemical messenger with a name you may have heard before, histamine. Histamine is your body's way of shouting, something foreign is here. Everyone respond. And that alarm is what you will feel next. Histamine does two things, and together they create the bump you know so well. First, it makes the tiny blood vessels near the bite widen and grow leaky, so a little fluid seeps out into the surrounding skin. That fluid is what raises the small, red swollen wheal, that puffy dome around the bite. Second, and this is the key part, histamine and the inflammation around it irritate the fine nerve endings woven through your skin. Those nerves fire off a signal that travels up to your brain, and your brain reads that signal as one specific maddening sensation, itch. So why does scratching feel so good, yet make everything worse? When you scratch, you create a mild, dull pain, and that sensation briefly distracts your brain from the itch, a moment of sweet relief. But the scratching also damages the skin further and triggers even more histamine, so the itch soon returns, stronger than before, over a wider patch. Broken skin can also let in bacteria and risk infection. A far kinder approach is to cool the bite. A cold cloth calms the histamine and quiets the nerves, or to use an antihistamine cream, which blocks the chemical directly. And here is the elegant twist at the heart of all this. The itch was never really the mosquito's doing. She only left a tiny, harmless drop of saliva. Everything else, the swelling, the redness, the maddening itch, is entirely your own body's defense system, reacting to a visitor that was already gone. You are, in a sense, itching at yourself. Stranger still, it changes over time. With repeated bites, many people slowly grow less reactive, as the immune system learns to treat the saliva as no big threat. That's why reactions vary so much from person to person. So the next time a mosquito bite flares up and begs to be scratched, try to see it a little differently. That itch is not damage, and it is not the insect still hurting you. It is your own immune system, alert and faithful, responding to something foreign in exactly the way it was built to. A small, ordinary marvel quietly protecting you. If you enjoyed this little mystery, take a second to subscribe for more small mysteries. It quietly helps the channel grow. Thank you for being curious with me, and take care.